What's going on, guys? This is Wizard of Oz, and today I have another coin making method for you in Madden 20. Now, EA has kind of been screwing us recently with content. We haven't really gotten a lot of stuff. It kind of definitely slows down this time of year normally, so it's not really unexpected. All we've gotten is Ultimate Legends. We got the Combine promo, which kind of sucked, and then, Theme Diamonds, and then Theme Builders were really good, but, it was kind of everything all at once, and then that was it for a bit. But we haven't gotten really any consistent content for the past couple of weeks, and that kind of leaves a void in coin making methods. So the method that I have today is a pretty good method, but it does require some pack luck. That's just kind of what we're going to have to rely on right now at this time of year. You're going to have to take some risks. There really aren't any guaranteed methods. Now, the Night Train Lane method that I covered in a couple of videos ago is still valid as long as Night Train Lane is still selling for a good bit, which he still is. He's selling for $900,000 or so. And this pack here, where is it here? This one, Theme Diamonds 2. As long as this pack is still in stores, that's going to be a valid method for a while, so you can definitely still go and do that one. If you're trying to do the Night Train Lane method on multiple accounts, just be careful, because I have heard of people getting banned. But I mean, if you're ever transferring coins and stuff in between accounts, then you always have a chance of being banned. It's just something you have to be aware of when doing that. Now, this method is actually going to utilize the same set here, or the same pack here, excuse me, with the Theme Diamonds. But it's not obviously Night Train Lane. So I've already gone and completed the Night Train Lane method. Now, there's a couple of good reroll methods that are going in. Again, they do rely on some pack luck, but they've been working pretty well. Pack luck is going to play a big part here. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not like it's a guaranteed method here. You could roll this and get all 80, 81s, 82s, and then you're kind of, out of luck. But basically the premise is you're going to get a lot of training. The best way to do it is to get either a 96 or a 97. You want to get the lowest CPT. CPT is coins per training point value. So all you do for that is the coins cost of that card. So let's say you can buy a 97 for 300,000. And you take that 300,000 and you divide it by the training quick sell value. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but you get that number, and the lower that number is, the better. That means that you're spending less coins per training point. Really, anything right now under below 6.5 is pretty good. 96s and 97s, if you buy either one of those, you can find that. But you're going to want to do that because you're going to be ripping the Theme Diamond set pack here. So you want to stock up on training. You see, I've got almost 40,000 up there. So we're going to be ripping it a lot. I'm going to go through it and show you all exactly how to do it. Before we get into this method, big shout out to Austin in the Discord. He kind of pioneered this one and did it a lot. Explained to a lot of people in the Discord how to do it, and more people have been doing it and having success. I was around 250,000 coins not too long ago. I'm at almost 500,000 now, and I have 40,000 training that I just invested in a 96. So I mean, I've been growing my coin stack a lot using this one, so it's definitely something that y'all can take advantage of. Okay, so the premise, like I said, is you're going to be rolling a lot of the Theme Diamond 2 packs for the 1700 training or whatever it is. And then, instead of, obviously, you can't put in the Theme Builder sets, assuming you've already completed Night Train Lane. Now, if you haven't, then I would recommend, go and do Night Train Lane, because that's a really good one to do. But you're going to go and put them into either the Team of the Year offense and Team of the Year defensive set. If you want either a specific offensive or defensive Team of the Year player, I guess you could do that one and hope you pull them. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to complete the set, and then you're going to quick sell whoever you get. So it really doesn't matter unless you want to keep a certain player. So for both of these sets, you have to have one 87 to 88 overall player, one 89 to 90, two 91 to 92, and then one 93 to 94. Now the 93 to 94 over here, you can't actually pull out the Theme Diamond set pack. So you're going to have to go and buy that one. You should be able to complete the rest of the set, these other 4 cards, but then you're going to have to go buy the 93 and 94 to complete the set. Get yourself a 96 or a 97 if you're lucky to pull Russell Wilson or Aaron Donald, depending on which one you're doing. So the method is really simple. All you do is you just roll this pack. Everything that's applicable, go put into that set, and everything that's not, sell on the market. Now, everything that you put on the market is not going to sell as quickly as it was when you were doing the Night Train Lane method, assuming you actually took advantage of that one, because people aren't buying them up as much to complete these sets, but they will still sell. So I sold about 60 cards last night or so, roughly, on the auction house, and all of them sold. It just takes a little bit of time. Put them up there for the hour. Put them either at the lowest or 1 or 2 from the lowest for that card. So if you pull, I don't know, an Andy Dalton, for example, go look up what that Andy Dalton is going for. And say it's 15,000. It's just a random number off the top of my head. Put him for around that amount. Don't do what you normally do at sniping and put him for, a couple down lower. If you're putting Andy Dalton up on there, that 86 Andy Dalton or whatever he is, people are going to buy that to complete the set. So you want it to be either the first, second, or the third. If you want to be impatient, you can do it at the first. I do that sometimes just when I want to sell the cards, and it'll sell faster. Or you can put them at the second or third and wait for people, to go and buy them that way. What you put them up to sell for just kind of depends on how long you want to wait. But let me go and I'll kind of show you here ripping the pack. So I have almost 40,000 training, right? And I'm just going to spend all of my training here, and anything that goes, I'm going to just do the Team of the Year offensive just because, it doesn't really matter. I actually don't even remember, does this go in? Yes, here, Team of the Year offensive, I believe that's one player goes in there. So then you just continue doing this. You're going to get a lot of 80s to 85s, stuff that doesn't go in there, and that's fine. That's part of it. But when you get the bigger stuff, that's what you're kind of hoping for. This is where the pack luck comes into play. Yes, you could pull all 82s. Don't want to open that by accident. You could pull all 82s like what I just did there, and then that sort of sucks. This is a bit of a gamble. It's not a guaranteed method. But you know, you give yourself pretty good odds opening packs like this. And if you did the Night Train Lane method, you'll know that you'll pull a lot of 90s, 91s out of here as well. At least I did last night. We'll see if I can pull one or two just to kind of prove my point. 88, I believe he goes into offensive Team of the Year. Okay, we already put him in. It's 87 to 88, so that's fine. That's good because that's a card that we'll be able to sell in the auction house. And he'll go for a little bit. Again, I do want to say this, guys. This is a bit of a risky method. It's not a guaranteed thing, okay? Like, go through here. I'm having a pretty bad reroll right now, and I've mostly gotten the 80s to 85s, which aren't very useful to me. I had a couple that go into the set. I've had one that have gone into the set so far, and the rest have not. There's an 86, a little bit of a higher one, but not quite what you need. What you really want is you want to hit those 90s. You want to get those heavyweights, the veterans, anyone that's a 90, 91 overall. That's really what you're aiming for. Maybe a Team of the Week. We'll get lucky on? Nope, 80, definitely not. Not what we want. Down to 21,000 training. Now we're getting another veteran. See what we pull here. A 90, that's what we want, an RG3, okay. So anything that's a 90 is going to be definitely a good one. So I'm going to go and put it in the Team of the Year offensive here. And I'm going to keep rolling. That's just what you do. You're just hoping for pack luck. That's all this is. If you're feeling lucky, if you're getting some good pack lucks, maybe out of the Get-A Golds and stuff, another veteran. 84, not the Fitzpatrick. If you're feeling lucky, if you're getting a lot of good rolls, this is definitely a good one to do. All right, let's see if we can get that 91 here. Oh, Team of the Week. We are getting some high-level ones. We're getting a lot of 88s and stuff, but none of that goes in, so it's not anything we want. I think it's 291 to 92s that go in. So if we could get one of those 91s knocked out, that would be great. This is kind of what happens when EA just doesn't drop a lot of stuff in the game. You have to take risks like this to make coins or just grind out the game. That's totally fine too. I do a lot of that as well. But if if not putting in new sets, new cards, new packs, you have to resort to things like this where it's pack luck. And sometimes you just go a little cold. And that's just part of it. We got about 4 more packs left. Let's see if we can get a 91. If not, I'll go and I'll complete the set and I'll show you all. Let's see if we got an outsider. 90. I don't think that'll go in. No. Okay. Still a good one. That's going to sell for a lot. And maybe if I wanted to do a defensive along with an offensive, I could throw that in there rather than sell him. But I'm probably just going to sell him. 2 more packs. Let's see if we can't pull a 91 out of here. Otherwise, we're just going to have to buy 2 91s and a 93. It is what it is. And nothing out of that. Oh well, okay. So, let's go take a look at the set. Before we go look at the set, actually, I just want to say anything that's 88 and above is definitely a W, because if you try to quick sell an 88, it's 2570 training, which is a lot more than the value of the pack. So 88 and above is definitely a W. Anything below an 88, I think 87 is actually above too, but 87 to 88, any of that's good. Anything below, you're just hedging your losses a little bit so that, you know, they don't hurt as bad. Yes, the 85 doesn't make it back fully what I'm losing, but it does help a little bit. So that's really what you're going for there. Now, if we're going to look at the set here, we'll go Team of the Year offensive, which is the one I was filling out. I had a really, really bad pack luck right there. I only got 187 and a 190. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna have to go buy 2 91s and 193. I know I've got some, but I don't believe it's anyone I want to put in. No, both 2 people in my lineup, and yeah, I'm keeping the Cunningham to sell for later. So we'll go buy 2 91s and 193. We're at 489,000 right now. We'll see how much we can get them for to complete the set. Okay, so we bought the 2 91s and the 93. We're about 300,000. I think we were at about 500,000. If I'm correct, so we spent about 200,000 completing this set. And so we're going to open it up here. And let's see what we get. If we're lucky, we get Russell Wilson. All right, DeAndre Hopkins. That's actually who I pulled last time I did this, so that's funny. And all you do at this point, if you want the card, you can keep it, of course, but if you want to continue the method, is just quick sell them. You quick sell them for almost 35,000 training, and then you just go back and re-roll. So that was really terrible pack luck right there, honestly, when I went through and ran that. Last night, I got at least a 91 every time, and then I had to spend 50,000 less. I would spend about 150,000 completing the set, which really isn't too bad. So now that I've quick sold the 96, and 96 is the worst case scenario. If you get a 97, you're going to be much better off. You're going to get more training. But I can open this pack 20 times, okay? So if I open the pack 20 times, let's assume, so we average out, if we get some 88s, 89s, 90s, 91s that we can sell, All of those sell for about 20, 30, 40,000 depending on what you get. And then you got the 80s, 81s, 82s that sell for like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Let's average it out and say they sell for about 10,000 coins each, all 20 of the cards. Highly dependent on the pack luck, but I feel like an average of 10,000 isn't too bad. If you grab a couple here and there that are selling for 30 or 40,000, and then you've got others that are selling for like minimum of 3,000. That's like the 80s, 81s. You sell them for 3 or 4. Sometimes even 5,000 depending on the time of day. So average of 10,000 I think is fair. So if you start out with decent training and then you get some decent pack luck, which when I'm saying decent, I'm just saying anything better than what I just got. If you pull 191 and then an 89 or 90 and everything else, really the 91 is the only tough one to get. The rest of them you should pull a couple of. If you only pull 191, you're going to spend about 150,000 coins completing that set for either a 96 or 97. Now, if you, worst case scenario, which is more than likely a 96, you quick sell that, you can open the pack 20 times, then sell all those cards for an average of 10,000. Again, we're going to average the 80s, 81s for about 3,000. For the 90s that are selling for about 40,000, we'll average those together, roughly selling for about 10,000. That's 200,000 coins, 180,000, and you spend 150,000 completing the set. 30,000 profit. Now, that's assuming you don't put any of those 20 cards into the set. So if you only want to try it out that one time, just test your pack luck, then go ahead and do that. But guys, that is basically it in a nutshell. No, it is not a very consistent method. I don't want to steer you wrong and try to portray that it is. It relies on pack luck. But that's kind of what we're being forced to do right now with EA. There's really nothing consistent other than sniping. There's the gap method. If you don't know what the gap method is, you can join the Discord. We have a very long explanation on how to do that. Sniping, I have videos out there as well on how to do that, so feel free to go check those out. Those are really the only two consistent methods right now. This is one that if you're feeling like a gambler, you want to try it out, give it a shot. And that's kind of what we've had recently because EA is not really giving us a ton to work with, unfortunately. But I personally have made a lot of profit out of this method, and I know a lot of other people have. I know a few people have lost on it. It's not a guaranteed. Again, I don't want to make you think that it's something that you're going to win on every single time, because you won't. But again, guys, big shout out to Austin in the Discord, because he is the one who, like I said, who kind of came up with this one, explained to everyone how to do it. He's been doing really well with it, and I know a lot of other people have been doing well with it too. Guys, if you have any questions about this method, feel free to leave a comment down below and ask me, or join the Discord, better yet, and ask me or someone else in there. It's a pretty straightforward one, but again, not a guarantee one every time, so I understand if you're a little hesitant to try it out. That being said, guys, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you can know as soon as these videos come out. Join the Discord down below. So this method has been in the Discord for probably about a week now. I've been holding off on making it just because I want to see how profitable it is with multiple people, and it's been doing pretty well. That's why I decided to make a video on it. But join that Discord and you could have been taking advantage of this method for the past week or so. Also, just a quick side note, I did want to mention that I just hit affiliate on Twitch, so thank you everyone who's been supporting me on there. If you do want to go check my stream out, I have a link to that down below. I would love for you guys to come hang out in the chat, talk to y'all there. And before we finish up here, I want to shout out people who supported my previous video. Chef Checo at Oscar_Ruiz, Maui Takeo at Maui_Takeo, and jastutts at James467777817. Thank you guys very much for supporting the videos as always. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. I will see you on the next one.